Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Heaven on Earth Prayer Collective. If you're new to the Heaven on Earth Prayer Collective, my name is Kaia, and I'm the author of the Sophia Code. Whatever the pathway was that brought you here this evening, I want you to know how happy I am that we're here together. For those of you who are new to our prayer collective, we've been gathering for over 3 years as an international community of lightworkers. And we are an international community of lightworkers who know who we are. We know that we are daughters and sons of the Most High, as Isis teaches us in her chapter of the Sophia Code. We know that we have been made in the image and likeness of the one source, of our Holy Mother and our Holy Father, as Sophia herself teaches us in chapter 1 of the Sophia Code. And as the beautiful Sophia dragons reminded us of in chapter 13 during our reading that Karen so beautifully read for us. And my heart is just full this evening with the journey that you and I have been on over the course of 2018. I really want to acknowledge how much you and I, all of us, have gone through. This has been a remarkable year of very deep soul initiations that required a level of willingness that many of us, myself included, maybe we didn't know at the beginning of the year that it was going to take this much willingness to travel through the multidimensional initiations that we did walk through. Maybe during some of those initiations this year, you felt like you were crawling through different moments of your life and just praying to get through them. And the message from the Ascended Masters, or one of them that we're going to receive this evening, is that everything we walked through was getting us ready to become more visible with our truth, with our light, and with the different rays of our divine love, of our divinity that we came here to shine in this lifetime. And in 2019, I'll be focusing in particular on the angelic ray of your divinity, of our shared divinity. But there are many, many rays, as the Sophia Dragon Tribe teaches us in chapter 3 of the Sophia Code. It's a multi-ray transmission. So if you ever wondered if you're special, the answer is yes. If you ever wondered if you're important, the answer is yes. And if you need to be reminded of that tonight, I just want to remind you of how special, powerful, and important every ray of your divinity is, that you got to know a little bit deeper, maybe a whole lot deeper in this journey through 2018. So again, for those who are new to this call, I channel and work with an Ascended Master High Council called the Sophia Dragon Tribe. And this particular Ascended Master Council is the council of exceptional master teachers on the topics of how to embody your sovereign divinity. This is their specialty. And so, although that might feel or sound like something, wow, that's really cool, yeah, let's do that. The reality is, the reason why we mentor with Ascended Masters in this cosmology is because when you begin to get your hands in the clay of your own divinity, to put your hands into the light of your own divinity, to open your eyes to the power of your own sovereign divinity, the truth is that your humanity most often wants to run away and hide from the truth of your sovereignty and the truth of your divinity. And so this is why we have fleets of angels and Ascended Masters here in this cosmology supporting us to not run, but to stay. Not just to stay, but to walk directly into the light of who you are. and to never turn away from that light ever again. And so over this journey of 2018, that's what you and I were practicing in a really big way. If you have your copy of the Sophia Code, I would love for you to turn to page 39. I asked the Ascended Masters, what's the reading that you would like for me to create as a blueprint, use as a blueprint for this evening's call? And they asked me to turn to page 39. So if you have your copy, please turn to page 39 with me. And you're welcome to read out loud because you're on mute. Because as we all know, reading the Sophia Code out loud activates your divine genome, opens your awareness, your chakra systems, your meridians and every cell of your body to download more of your higher self's light into human form, and softens you to the miracle that you are. So I'm going to begin with the second paragraph on page 39. There are no shortcuts in walking the way, but there is always the most direct path in quantum reality for every initiation of your soul. As a master calligrapher wields a brush with absolute precision, every choice on your direct path leads to your next soul initiation without distraction. Your relationship with life becomes your masterpiece. Living a direct path is a rigorous soul practice that calls you to lead by example, living at the edge of your vulnerability every day. It requires deep, active listening to the daily guidance provided by your higher self and a willingness to courageously act upon this divine guidance through your authentic expression. A key code mentor supports your awareness to integrate this direct path in gradual stages of personal acceptance and embodiment, with compassion for yourself every step along the way. No matter how challenging the soul initiations on a direct path may feel, your higher self can access and download archived information and DNA activations from the Akashic records of your key code mentor's oversoul. It's a very powerful statement. We actually talked a little bit about that at the solstice weekend. So we're going to talk more about that tonight. These records provide a valuable resource of downloadable wisdom for how to embody your higher self in any human circumstance. The direct path of every Ascended Master's final lifetime was blessed with the grace of many masters illuminating the way ahead for them. Our prayerful intention as the Sophia Dragon Tribe is to make the way ahead easier for you. The ineffable grace of Sophia unifies our hearts with yours in this prayer. It is your birthright to receive our grace and blessings, supporting the direct path of your heroic human journey for embodying your sovereign divinity now. So they asked me to read this passage to us, or for us to read this together rather, because we just read it together, to remind us that this is really what we were doing all year long. There are no shortcuts in walking the way. I don't know about you, but I couldn't take a shortcut if I tried this year. There was simply the present moment and how much willingness and courage that I could invoke within myself to show up as completely and wholly to the present moment as I could throughout 2018. What I found about that, what I found out about myself in that journey, and what I bet you found out about for yourself in your own journey of presencing, was that I was far more capable and powerful than I was giving myself credit for. I was far more, I had a far greater bandwidth for my divine purpose than I even understood. But the push and pull energy of the 2018 initiations, we walk through some massive portals in our equinoxes and our solstices, and the amount of disasters that we were facing worldwide. What we all came through was the opportunity to discover that there is such a great depth and such a wide bandwidth, not only for what we can survive, but also for how we can thrive, how we can keep birthing a new paradigm, even birthing a new golden age of miracles amidst a global war of annihilation. I just want to say how proud and honored I am to walk with each and every one of you at this time on this planet. This particular lifetime is not for the faint of heart, as Mother Mary would say in her chapter. Neither is walking the way. Because when we choose to become authentic embodiments of our divinity, what we are surrendering to is an omniscient presence within us that knows better than our human awareness does. Our human awareness is the part of our consciousness that is continually praying to keep up with the prayer that our divinity within us is praying over us. So it's as though you're two people in one body. You're your divine self and you're your human self. Now we all know from the Sophia Code that your human self is divine as well. But from the localized perspective of being human, we can often forget that, and it can feel as though our humanity is so different from our divinity. And in 2018, because we're living in such polarized times, what we've been able to identify in this modern mystery school with the Ascended Masters is the absolute necessity to leave behind our ideas of separation from our divinity. I'm feeling Isis coming in very strongly right now with her beautiful wings raised up high. And I'm feeling her transmission already going out to every heart on this call. 2018 was the end of our separation from our divinity. Every test, every initiation, every challenge, every moment that you stretched yourself, what were you stretching yourself through in 2018? You were stretching yourself through and into an invincible communion with your divinity. I'm sure there were many moments it did not feel like that, because my hands up it as well. There were many challenges in this year that I thought were going to break me in two. Swear to God. Maybe it felt like that for you as well. But what happens when we're brought to our knees with our hands over our hearts and we still decide to show up anyways is our ideas about how separate we are, both from the divinity within us and from the divinity that created us, it begins to dissolve. We have no choice. And in 2019, that's going to be really important for you and I to embody as light workers here on this planet. 2019, we're going to see an even further polarization between the dark and the light. And it's going to be up to us to be the way showers of peace, the way showers of prosperity consciousness, the way showers of generosity, the way showers of healthy boundaries, the way showers of clarity, way showers of faith, the way showers of truth, the way showers of life. Not death, life. And so I'd like to invite the Key Code mentors into this evening's call for us to receive blessings and activations. that will help us identify how much we have to be grateful for. That through the challenges and initiations of 2018, we mined some serious spiritual gold in the knowledge of ourselves, in the knowledge of what we can do as a community with one another, in the knowledge of how many people are actually wanting to hear the truth, wanting to hear about divine love from you, from us. That separation that we've experienced in other lifetimes is dissolving. People are hungry to listen to true way showers. Does that mean we're converting anyone? No. It means we are offering to others and to ourselves the elixir of life, which is truth, respect, and love. Truth, respect, and love for our true nature. Truth and respect and love for the same true divine nature in others. That's the healing medicine. And there's no ray that knows that more in the ray of divine consciousness, or not, I wouldn't say no, it is a knowledge, but it's an embodied knowledge. It's the angelic ray. And that's what you and I have already started activating in some of our Facebook Live calls and our previous prayer calls and in our this year's journey in the curriculum. But we're going to continue to activate this angelic ray within us that is an aspect of your higher self. For many of us on this call, it's also an aspect of our true spiritual lineage as interstellar way showers on this planet, meaning that you are most likely a light worker that has lineage origins to other places in this multiverse that aren't native to this planet. And that's a whole conversation that I'm going to be sharing more about in the Conscious Life Expo lecture that I'll be offering in February. But for now, I'd like to really focus on how this angelic light that we are embodying and initiating by showing up to the initiations of 2018 and beyond, that we're going to be with that. This is the moment that we can really seal up all of the painful, even confusing, or even very deeply challenging moments of 2018 and allow our wings to make medicine on ourselves during tonight's prayer call. So without further ado, let us invoke the key codes and begin to really feel this living transmission ministering to our body, hearts, and minds from the Sophia Dragon Tribe. Holy Mother, Sophia Source, Holy Father, Creatrix, Creator of all life, Original Source, Seventh Plane Consciousness, Sophia, we speak into your holy light. We invoke your full presence here with us now. We allow our minds to become open, to soften, to receive your light like a sun in our minds, filling our minds with brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter currents of light. Light upon light upon light, the one source light from which all other light rays arise. We also call forth and activate your primordial womb space of no thing, of the nothing. That uncontainable divine feminine womb space that continues to birth the universes into form, that no one and no thing can control, for you are the all within the all. You are the mother of all life. We welcome the presence of your holy womb space, activating our second chakra, our root chakra, and our third chakra now. And we welcome your holy light, the sun that's filling our minds and our upper chakras, our crown chakras, our third eye, our throat, and our hearts. And we allow the primordial activation of your womb and your light to merge as one within our central heart chakra. And as we feel that beautiful womb of nothing, the presencing of the nothing, and the light of all that is meeting within our heart center, we call forth each and every higher self of every person on this call to now activate the human associate. Okay, a better way to say it. We now call forth your higher self, for everyone that's listening, to now activate a Merkaba field of light from this womb and Sophia light presencing at your heart chakra. You may begin to feel your heart chakra spinning open like a stargate and expanding the size of your body. As your heart chakra expands open and you feel the light and the black womb presence of God filling your very center of your being, I invite you to visualize a beautiful golden Merkaba star that begins to appear at the center of your heart and then expand outward past your physical body. So much so that it literally surrounds your body and then it begins to spin. Half of the Merkaba star begins to spin to the right. The other half of the Merkaba star begins to spin to the left. This Merkaba vehicle of your own higher self, we now invoke this Merkaba vehicle to ascend your consciousness directly into the 7th plane, into a theta wave brain state. As you do, you may begin to feel a waterfall of light descending over your crown chakra and down your back and filling your entire body all the way down to your legs. This is the frequency of Sophia God presence, accelerating the orbital spin of your electrons within your body, and you have billions of them. For those of you who have done the Golden Dragon Light Body activation in chapter 13 of the Sophia Code, you may also begin to feel your Golden Dragon scales begin to ripple in joy that you are deeply activating the truth of your body as an ark of the covenant vehicle for God presence to exist here on earth. Let's take 3 deep breaths into this powerful spiritual technology that you are. And at this time, I call forth the full presence of the Sophia Dragon Tribe, who are thousands upon thousands of ascended masters of this high council that know exactly who you are and exactly where you're at in your path. And they love you and they are blessing you without judgment, and are congratulating you on a job well done for making it through 2018 just the way you did today, however you're feeling about it. They have as a collective voice, which is key code 333 in the Sophia code. When they speak as a collective voice, they are saying that if you could only see the mastery of what you have lived over this past year, if you could only feel the way that we feel about you, you would never doubt yourself again in this coming year, in 2019. And so their collective blessing over us is it's a divine intervention of grace, and it may feel like stardust falling fresh over your body, heart, and mind, cleansing baptism of stardust. And it's a baptism that wherever you have been doubting yourself, second guessing yourself, to understand that you no longer need to harm yourself by doubting yourself anymore, to learn from your initiations. It makes your initiations twice as hard. So at this time, the whole High Council is inviting you to, wherever you have doubted yourself this year, they would like to help you wipe clean, to reconcile with yourself that there is actually nothing to doubt here. That there is a true operating system of your own higher self's intuitive guidance and emotional guidance system that has been operating within you all year long. And you've been test driving it, you've been practicing it, you've been embodying it in new and exciting ways all year long. But that's a very, very vulnerable journey, as we read about in chapter 5, in this reading from chapter 5 today. So at this time, let's speak the prayer together. I now welcome my higher self. You can repeat this after me. I now welcome and invoke my higher self. I welcome Sophia, Holy Mother, Holy Father God. And I welcome the fullness of the Sophia Dragon Tribe to bless and cleanse my heart now, to purify me of any attachments to doubting myself for the master that I really am. And the second part of that prayer is coming in right now. I also now ask and invite this presence of divinity that I am and that is surrounding me now to cleanse and purify the root of that attachment, which is to shame myself out of being seen as a holy, divine being and living angel on earth. I lift up the shame and the subtle coping strategies that would hide the truth of my divinity from others so that I could feel safer in my human journey. I lift that coping strategy up, and I welcome this new year with my wings up and a willingness to be seen in the truth, holy fire, and light that I am. And I'm feeling the Sophia dragons coming in, and they are breathing over your heart center. They are breathing over your womb center. They are breathing over your crown chakra. Blessings of the Most High. You may begin to feel light language downloading through your crown chakra. You may feel a Kundalini activation happening. What does any of that mean? It means that you are choosing more of your divinity in this moment to not only be anchored in your body, but to be integrated, to shine as a resonance of truth and light in this world. From your eyes, from your throat, from your body, from your presence. And let us repeat this mantra together. I am the peace of Sophia God in human form. Let's say it 3 more times together. I am the peace of Sophia God in human form. I am the peace of God, Sophia God in human form. I am the peace of Sophia God in human form. And feeling those waves of peace rolling through you. And I'm witnessing Mary Magdalene stepping forward at this time. Beautiful key code 5, Shiva 1,000 angels from the Sophia Code cosmology. And her third eye is shining like a diamond. It's like all these rays of diamond light coming out of her third eye. And she's speaking a blessing over your body, heart, and mind as this light language is downloading from the Sophia dragons. And she's placing both of her hands where your wings connect into the back of your heart. And as we were practicing this past month, flexing our wings, You may feel like you want to move your shoulders back and forth as Mary Magdalene places her hands on the back of your shoulders, your shoulder blades. There's a reason why your shoulder blades look like wings. But the wings also connect right into the back of your heart. Oh, okay. Mary Magdalene is offering this blessing that I think I've wanted to teach about for a while, especially after this past winter solstice, because we activated so many earth angels to open up their wings and truly be seen for the first time. And we had this one woman write in to our book club, and she said, I left that solstice gathering, and within 5 minutes, someone was screaming at me. Somebody was attacking me, verbally attacking me, swearing at me in traffic. What happened? Well, beloved angels and powerful light workers, here's the thing. We're sitting in this ocean of divine grace, here in the presence of our shared divinity, here in the presence of these holy masters and angels. But we live in a world of millions of human beings who have forgotten who they really are. This is the path of Christ consciousness. It is to walk in the remembrance of who you are amidst thousands who have forgotten. And to bear the light and to be the brightness of that light so that they may have an opportunity to remember. Will they remember all of it? Probably not. They will remember what they can in this particular lifetime. So when we choose to be deeply seen for the angelic, interstellar emissaries of light that we are, the light workers that we came here to be on our Jedi missions from across the universe, if you are unaware of how much that light will trigger other human beings, let me make that very clear for you. Your light will always, at the very best, activate others. At the most challenging, it will deeply trigger others. Most light workers are so fearful of triggering people because they don't. It's a really challenging concept to accept on this earth plane. Well, if I'm this good and I'm this beautiful and I'm a child of God, why do people treat me like crap when I step into my light down here on earth? Why should I even bother? Well, your welcoming committee, when you start to embody the full power of your angelic light, is going to be probably at first mostly your guides and your angels and your friends in high places like the Ascended Masters. The more that you embody the truth and power of your divinity, your sovereignty, and your angelic light, it will by default magnetize to you others who are seeking to be seen in that same level of light as well. So the welcoming committee for you being an angel on earth does grow, and it grows as you connect to this community. It grows as you decide to open your heart to light workers who respect and love your truth, the medicine of who you are. If you are seeking in 2019 for people to love and respect and understand the light that you want to blast into this world who are not awake yet, you are asking spiritual infants to treat you like an adult. And you need to take yourself off the hook and break that illusion now. And so that's why Mary Magdalene is at the back of your heart. Because she's saying you don't have to break your heart anymore for humanity to heal. It doesn't even make sense, does it? You don't have to set yourself up to be harmed by other people who don't understand your light and want to lash out at it because it confuses them and it makes them understand and see the darkness in them that they haven't resolved yet. So the prayer that Mary Magdalene is praying with you and with your higher self for 2019 as we close 2018, First, she is applying this healing, soothing balm to the back of your heart. Very often, if there is a true psychic or demonic attack on a light worker because of their angelic light, you will often feel it at the back of your heart chakra. You may even feel like it was a knife going right through the back of your heart. And that's because sometimes that's what people do. So Mary Magdalene is applying, and I'm seeing also Mother Mary. I'm seeing a lot of angels coming to bring soothing angelic medicine, a healing balm and anointing over the back of your heart. They're saying, although you may feel a little beat up or bruised from all of your initiations of 2018, they are so incredibly proud of you, because you can't learn about how to navigate the field here of polarity unless you go out there and navigate the field. And sometimes navigating the field, you get some bruises and bumps, figuring out what is the most powerful way for you to walk in this world. So Mary Magdalene's also bringing this beautiful diamond light healing, that if you've felt ashamed about some of your learning curve or some of what looked like mistakes or attacks or disappointments, that all of it was sharpening your awareness. That if you truly want to be seen as a living angel on earth, which you are, and which is your prayer, or you wouldn't be on this call would be a waste of your time. You're here because that's your prayer. You know that's who you really are. And you also know that's just a fraction of who you are. But let's start here. Because honestly, this angelic ray is what's needed the most right now for humanity's evolution. So that sharpening of your mind can be in such deep service to your emotional body and to your heart. Because your emotional body knows when someone is not capable of receiving you as an angel in human form. And you've probably seen that throughout your life, but especially over 2018. 2018, you were exploring, okay, it's safe to, it feels really safe and it feels really powerful to connect with this group of people or this person and to reveal my light in this way. Wow, but then when I go over to this person or this group of people, there's a very different reaction. It's not a response, it's a reaction or a trigger. And you've been going and getting out there in navigating the field and discovering what feels best for you. And for many of us, and my prayer is for all of us, that through 2018, you discovered what Jesus taught in the Bible. He said, if you have a message and you bring it to the village and the people of the village do not welcome and receive you for your message, wipe the dust off your feet and move on. So what is the heart of that teaching? The heart of that teaching is that you are here to be of service to those who want to be served. I would like for you to take that one step further in 2019. You are here to be of service to those who respect and appreciate you for what you are bringing to them. You're not doing it for that reason. You're not doing it for a codependent reason to be loved or to get something out of it. But you've identified, oh, my angel wings, the medicine of my heart, the medicine of my higher self has the greatest impact on those who actually want to receive it. And so Mother Mary is coming forward as Mary Magdalene continues to create more spaciousness and light at the back of your heart. And Mother Mary is placing her hands, her beautiful hands on your heart. And she's saying, thank you so much for loving your heart this year in an entirely new way. Thank you for identifying for yourself that you can be both open-hearted and have healthy emotional boundaries and clear thoughts about what works and doesn't work for you, that supports you in your light work. She's saying, thank you for no longer sacrificing yourself for your mission and choosing to find the balance that your mission can be fulfilled with those people that love and respect you and want to be in this mission with you. And Mother Mary is also sharing her prayer for us, which is that we continue to grow closer as a community of light workers, as a family of light, as an interstellar family of light. Hey, we're in this together. We all descended onto this planet for a very big reason. It's for humanity to awaken to its sovereign divinity. There's nothing more powerful than that. That is the healing of humanity's heart, because everything becomes resolved through those two words. If everyone's equally sovereign and divine, there's nothing to fight about anymore. And there's everything to forgive, and then there's everything to create together. It's the heart of the healing that we need on this planet. It's not all the details. It's the heart of the message, though. Everything traces back to that root. And so Mother Mary is saying, and so is Mary Magdalene, they're speaking as one voice. For centuries, you and I have been punishing ourselves in one form or another for being these angelic beings that have come to this earth to help humanity evolve. I want to talk about this for a minute. Humanity is not what it appears to be. There are many different strains of DNA within humanity that have been altered and mutated according to different agendas with the dark forces that rule here over a lot of what's happening on this planet. And what you and I decided across space and time was that there were going to be countless souls that were going to need us to help them remember that they were not enslaved to their DNA, to their biological DNA. You and I knew, as we peered into the movie, as we watched the movie of humanity's evolution, we knew there would be nothing more important. Why do you think there's been such an explosion about genetic ancestry and building libraries of where your DNA comes from? Like, there's a whole agenda about that's happening on this planet right now. Because the more invested humanity is in thinking that it's only its biological DNA, the more enslaved humanity can be to karmic ages. But let us remember Green Taru's teaching in her initiation: karmic ages have no hold over me. That's a very powerful statement, because you can spend literally eons incarnating over and over and over again, thinking that you have to fulfill a certain kind or type of karmic obligation, when the truth is you are holy, sovereign, and divine. And the truth is, you can always wake up and become clear and sober and enlightened in any lifetime and choose what it is that you're going to serve, and choose who it is that you're going to worship. And may it be your own divinity, and may it be your own source, not any specific religion, not any specific being outside of you. But this collective consciousness here on this planet has been so programmed to be enslaved to religion, to governments, to the actual physicality of this world, when in truth, physical reality is so much more fluid than we realize. I was talking about that in the solstice immersive. Like, even your auric field is a type of plasmic water. It's not just energy. It actually has a resonance of water within it. You are actually far more fluid, even in your physical form, than your human consciousness may realize. And so you are peering at this moment in time, across space and time, and you said, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to bring the light. And look at all these amazing other star beings that are going to come with me. We're going to go do this together as an angelic tribe of light workers. We are going to descend and we are going to shine a light so bright that no darkness, no dark agenda, no viral programming will be able to defeat our love. Now, when you're getting really revved up for that, you got your angel wings up, up in heaven, up in the higher realms, and you're getting ready to descend. You're pumped up. You're ready to go. And then you descend down here into this planetary matrix, and you find out, whoa, there is some serious dark magic going on down here. Whoa, there are some seriously weird laws that have been instituted and programmed into this population. Whoa, how do I navigate this field? And for so many of us across space and time, across our lifetimes here on this planet, what we found was that if we dimmed our light enough, if we hid our wings behind our shoulder blades, if we gave up some of those, the superpowers really that come with your divinity, and if we made ourselves small enough, maybe we wouldn't get hurt, maybe we wouldn't be implicated, maybe we wouldn't have been killed or tortured or some other kind of great loss. That's what you and I are recovering from, not just from this lifetime, many, many lifetimes that we have served humanity and this planet for its liberation. And so Mother Mary is literally, she's crying. I don't know if you can feel her tears, but there's this massive white rose that's opening up above you, and it's spinning. She's saying it's spinning to the left, and it's beginning to merge with your Merkaba field of light, that beautiful Merkaba star that's surrounding you. And as her beautiful white rose transmission, it spins to the left, your Merkaba star is spinning to the right. And it's spinning out agreements and vows to suffer for being an angel on earth, a living interstellar emissary of light here on earth. She's saying, no more, no more. You are daughters and sons of the Most High. Wear your wings up high. The only way that you can be attacked in this lifetime and in next year or moving forward is from any belief systems that you are not worthy of who you are, or that you believe that you should be punished for the light that you bring into this world. That's the only way. If you no longer believe in that, you're invincible. You got brass. You got like angel brass. Like what? Yeah, I'm an angel here on earth. Yeah, how you like this? I walk into the room and I blast this room full of light. You have feelings about it? I'm sure you do. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome for the blessings. Bless you and have, I'll see you when you're ready to get even more light. It's like, it can be like that. So Mary Magdalene is placing her hand over your throat. And as she is singing over your throat a blessing that you no longer are allowed. She's saying that like a joke. Like, you're not allowed anymore to apologize for the angel that you are. Now, the truth is, nobody can command that over you. She's saying that like a joke, but I think she's saying that in a way to help you understand, like, this is the depth of how important it would be as though a mother speaking to a child. When a child keeps doing a behavior that is harmful to the child, and the mother has to be firm, like, you're not allowed to do this anymore. That's the energy that Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary are imparting to each of us. You're not allowed to speak badly about yourself anymore. You're not allowed to walk into a room and apologize for breathing. You're not allowed to walk into a room and apologize for how much light and awareness and consciousness that you bring into the room. As an earth angel, you up-level every environment that you walk into. And depending on what room you're walking into, depending on what town you're walking in, depending on where you are in the earth, there may be a higher ratio of darkness to light. that is possessing that particular area. If you're apologizing for the clearing that's happening because you simply show up, that leaves you vulnerable to attack. If you're like, you're welcome, I just blessed you because I am breathing in your presence. Ooh, game on. Game on, angel. Wings up. Talk about a fun rodeo. Wow. Get on that dragon and see what happens in 2019. So Mother Mary is laughing, and she's bringing this beautiful rose essence. I just feel like I'm drinking golden nectar right now, and it's just rolling down my throat, rolling down my tongue, and I'm inviting you to feel that same golden nectar being literally poured down your own throat from Mother Mary. And she's saying, how kindly can you speak about yourself? What kind of supportive self-talk can be offered to yourself throughout all of 2019? How many golden words, how many golden blessings, how many spells, magical spells of success can you cast over yourself as a creator, creatrix of reality in 2019? How good can you let it get? Can you allow your reality to become? And when we think about good, I think a lot of people think, well, it would be more money and better car and better home. It's like, yeah, that can be all part of it. But we're talking about, say, how good can it be? What you're really craving is alignment. What your soul is longing for as an earth angel is you're working with the right people. You're working on projects or a purpose or mission that you believe in. You're interfacing with reality from a space of confidence, and reality is coming back to you with respect and appreciation. And you're allowing that interdimensional exchange of goodness to keep expanding from your heart and from your life in ever increasing measure. And regardless of who becomes triggered by it or reacts to it, when you love yourself and speak kindly about yourself, and that becomes your prayer in 2019, what you will begin to see is that those who are meant to be with you will be with you, and those who are meant to move on will move on. And you can bless them with your whole heart as you do. Mary Magdalene is also calling forth the entire order of Magdalena, and as she does, all of these beautiful high priestesses are arriving with their wings up, and as they arrive, everyone's angel wings are being upgraded. I'm seeing wings in our collective actually growing taller. Seeing more feathers sprouting out of the wings. I'm actually seeing wing feathers being cleaned and almost like preened by your higher self. Mm-hmm. There were several people that came up to me during the solstice event, and they said, I never knew how big my wings were. They're enormous. So I invite you to consider that your wings are most likely far bigger than you've ever experienced. And you may feel as well this blessing from Mother Mary over your shoulder blades, where your shoulder blades actually feel stronger, like your shoulder muscles and your upper back. Enjoy the weight of your wings. So this is such a cool blessing. So Mary Magdalene, she's placing her hands on your shoulders, and she's saying, let's exchange the burden of carrying other people's weight for the blessed, joyful, blissful weight of your own wings. What a cool trade-off. Let's do that. So allow Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene to begin to help you. And I'm really feeling green Tara coming in right now as well. Beloved green Tara, key code 3. Oh, right. Because she is she of 1,000 stars. And although I haven't talked as much about green Tara's connection to the star nations, what her appearance here in this blessing is to remind us that we are not just angelic beings, we are also interstellar angelic beings. So there's a healing coming from green Tara, that we no longer have to suffer as well for being interstellar beings. Most of humanity doesn't get that about themselves, and some of humanity isn't really there, isn't actually interstellar. They're not actually there, but you are, or you wouldn't be on this call. And so Green Tara and Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene are inviting you to witness layer after layer of any burdens that you've been carrying for others in 2018. You can't take them into 2019, Angel. Not yours. And I don't know about you, but I've been actually personally inside this prayer over the past week since the solstice, because so much has actually been releasing of my own attachments to carrying other people's burdens leading up to this portal of 2019. Because Sophia wants us to be as clear and as purified as we possibly can be so that we can receive all the blessings that 2019 has in store for us. So take whatever, whether it feels like an elephant, the burden may feel like the size of an elephant on your back. Maybe it just feels like something that's just been straggling there for a long time. Let it just slough right off your shoulders. Maybe like, you know how kids come home after school and they just kind of wiggle their backpacks off their back and it just drops on the floor? Just wiggle it right off your shoulders like that. Like, mom's here. She's going to help me out. There you go. Boom. There it is on the floor. And then witness how Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene are joyfully laughing along with Green Tara. And I'm seeing Hathor coming in, and they're just lifting up these burdens into the seventh plane. And as that happens, you thank the people or person or situations that you've been carrying for others. That's really not yours to carry. Just say thank you. Thank you for the teaching. Thank you for the opportunity to see how strong I am. And also thank you for the opportunity to see how much more clear I can become. If you thank them, you won't beat yourself up for carrying a burden that wasn't yours. Does that make sense? Yeah. And then notice how there's just so much more spaciousness now around your wings and your shoulders, so that you can feel that joyful musculature of your wings in the back of your shoulders and the back of your heart. It feels so good. I don't know about you, but I can't actually feel the difference between my physical body and my wings anymore because I've been practicing this so much. I would feel naked without my wings. I would just feel strange. I don't know about you, but the thought of not feeling them there on the back of my heart and the back of my shoulders is just weird now. And I hope it's the same for you too. Like, I really want you to enjoy the gift of your wings in 2019. First of all, they're stunning and everybody looks amazing with angel wings. I don't care what you look like. You're always going to look better with a set of wings on your back. Please. Such a great fashion statement. Alone, let alone the superpowers that come with them. But the joy and the bliss of being a divine being is yours. And one of the easiest ways to connect with it is through your angel wings. So I just want to say thank you for opening your heart more this evening to how truly free and you are to be a sovereign divine being, a living angel on earth. It's such a pivotal moment for this planet, such a pivotal moment of evolution for humanity. It's a really big deal what you did in 2018. And all of the ascended masters are applauding you. They're showering rose petals over you. They're singing your praises. They're over the moon, happy to be able to be on this journey with you, and that you're so willing at this time in your life to be seen in this way. It's important in 2019, and let's make the prayer of discernment. Discernment is a quality that Jesus and Mary Magdalene spoke of often when they were teaching on their life here on earth. It's important to remember that the bliss and highness of your divinity can be so rapturous that we can kind of forget common sense. And discernment is common sense. Discernment is when you understand, oh, wow, My angelic light is triggering the crap out of someone. I feel like $1,000,000. I feel so good. I feel so happy. I want to bless everything and everyone. But with the gift of discernment, which is a gift of the Holy Spirit, you can understand how to calibrate your light in any situation. And this is something that I'm still learning about. I just want to blast everyone with divine love and light, like literally blast them. And it's not always the most helpful. Does that mean that I'm hiding my light? Absolutely not. It's not even possible for me to do that anymore. And I pray that for everyone in this call, it's not possible for you as well. But what is actually helpful in 2019 will be discernment. It's learning how to become a spiritually mature being that recognizes, oh, in this particular moment, this person is so confronted by the light pouring through me. I'm going to pray for the most proper way to engage with them or to disengage with them, blessing them as I do so. Safe and firm boundaries are just as angelic as your wings. Not only are you protecting yourself in a healthy way, you are also supporting others to be where they need to be and wherever they're at in their spiritual evolution. So if somebody's freaking out on you because you're angelic light, don't push it. Don't hide your angelic light. Don't tuck your wings in. Learn how to navigate the field. 2019 is all about how are you going to navigate the field as an earth angel. At first, as many of us experienced throughout 2018, there's a lot of vulnerable places, learning experiences when we are learning how to navigate the field. But you can become a master at it. And that's what Mother Mary is reminding. I'm seeing Jesus coming in right now as well. That's the path of mastery that really excites you. It's the path of discernment, because then you get to identify for yourself in a very clear and heightened awareness. You get to be that highest point of consciousness in the room where you're identifying, oh, wow, this is what really needs to happen. This person or this group of people don't really know what they really need, or what they think they know what they want, but they don't know what they really need. As a truly awake and sober and clear earth angel, I actually can see what really needs to happen here. Whether it's to engage further or to actually withdraw or just choose to only communicate so much. Learning how to navigate the field and remain in the brilliance of your diamond angelic light, the holy pure light of your divinity. And I'm hearing from Hathor, it is a journey. 2019 will be teaching us how to be commanding miracles and co-creation with Sophia and the Ascended Masters that may or may not happen instantly, but your faith is part of that manifestation process. To focus so deeply on your faith in every present moment that the outcome becomes secondary or almost unnoticeable, because you're so interested in the discernment, mastery, and maturity that you are learning how to embody in this very powerful year ahead of us. I want to thank each and every one of you so much for joining me in these meditations, intentions, and prayers to really deeply close the portal in 2018 in a healthy way that honors how much you and I have journeyed through, and in preparation for how much we're ready to receive in 2019. Yes, from the outer world, but most importantly, to receive from the knowledge of our true selves. The deeper you go on the spiritual path, the more you understand that it's really the divinity within you that you're the most fascinated by, you're the most curious about. It becomes the true spiritual gold that magnetizes outer worldly riches. Because when you feel how your true wealth is your divinity, and you really get it on a deeper level, it literally frees all of the blessings of physical reality to be in service to your divinity instead of you being a slave to something outside of you. That's what Jesus was teaching about in the Bible with some of his parables. Everything is actually designed to serve you, not you be a slave to it. But the only way to embody that divine feminine Christ truth is to become very, very, very curious, sober, and excited about what you're learning in maturity, discernment, and mastery in every present moment. And how that allows you to shine in exciting and creative new ways. So I'm going to be right here with you throughout 2019, right by your side, praying with you, meditating with you, believing in you. And I'm just really grateful that we've been on this journey together for so long. It's just such an honor. It's so exciting to me. And we're going to begin our journey for next year. As far as like everything that I offer for next year will begin on January 24th. We'll be going way deeper into these teachings during the Earth Angel Global Summit. And if you haven't already signed up for that, you can do that on my website. It's going to be a really exciting ceremony on video, so we'll be able to connect eye to eye and be sharing more about how important your angelic light work is for spreading the good news of humanity's sovereign divinity and inviting others to embody that sovereign divinity for themselves. So as a close tonight's prayer call, I just want to take a moment to thank all of the Ascended Masters and your higher self. Your full presence is so deeply appreciated. Thanking all the orders of angels that have blessed us here this evening, in particular Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene, Hathor and Green Tara and Isis, and all of the key codes, Kuan Yin and White Buffalo Woman. We're just so grateful for these mentors that have really shown us the way in such spectacular ways throughout these past few years with our journey with the Sophia Code teachings as a living mystery school. And as a final closing, I invite you to feel that beautiful Merkaba star that's surrounding you and those beautiful white petals that were merging with your Merkaba fields begin to come to a stillness. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. And I invite you to imagine that you're, oh, yeah. Fun. I love this idea. Visualize yourself in your beautiful golden dragon light body. And as a beautiful golden dragon of light, blow those white rose petals as an offering across 2018 to yourself and to everyone that you interacted with in 2018 like a blessing. Bless that landscape of 2018 behind you with white rose petals from Mother Mary and your own golden dragon light body. Shower yourself and all your loved ones and all your enemies, perceived enemies that are really your teachers too, in the light of these beautiful white rose petal blessings, just raining down the peace of Sophia across the landscape of your year. And Hathor is appearing, and she touches one of the points of the Merkaba star around your body. And as she does, the Merkaba star opens like a door, and you witness the stargate of the new year opening, like a beautiful circular opening. You may even see scenes from the year ahead of you flashing before your third eye. And she's saying, bless the way ahead of you, angel. Lift up your wings and send that golden light of your higher self ahead of you, right through New Year's Day, all the way to December 31st, 2019. Send forward a golden path of blessings for yourself all the way across this next new year. You may even feel Mary Magdalene adjusting certain quantum timelines for you to be in your highest, most accelerated path for success, prosperity, health, well-being, and love. Beautiful. And together as a community, let us complete these activations by saying it is done 3 times. It is done. It is done. It is done. By the power of 3, a perfect Trinity, it is done. And so it is. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I look forward to being with you on our online virtual ceremony on January 24th. All my love to you, angels. Happy, and most sacred, deepest blessings for your new year. Namaste.